Okay, so quick little story time about earlier today. FYI, there's literally two people in this entire campground, me and this other guy. Um, and he's like somewhere down the trail, or whatever road. So I get here and I gotta go to the bathroom. So I go in the bathroom, and now the door to the bathroom is propped open. No big deal. It's daytime, it's hot, I get it. It's completely propped open. I walk in and there's a dude sitting on the toilet, and it has these like little curtains for privacy, and it's wide open, and he just looks at me and doesn't even make an effort to close it. And it's like, dude, the door's like wide open. I mean, you could see in there. I mean, you have to be at the right place, but it was just kind of crazy. And so I go in there and he doesn't do anything, and I say, you know, you could pull the curtain shut. And so I pull my curtain shut, I go to the bathroom, and as I'm walking out, there's this woman yelling. She'd been yelling earlier, so had the guy. And he's talking about how, what has he said? He was somewhere between almost done and nowhere near done as far as his poop goes. And now she's yelling about, oh, I need you to help me with something. Now he's sitting on the toilet, and have a good night. Getting ready to crash. And so as I'm walking out of the stall, this woman just comes walking in like it's her living room, going, oh, hey, I need you to help me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hey, this is a men's bathroom. Like, this isn't where you belong. And she's like, oh, well, I just need him to do something real quick. I was just like, you guys are staggeringly stupid. I didn't say that. But turns out, I mean, quite obviously, they were both hammered, which apparently drinking at all on the rivers is completely illegal. And they were hammered. They got back in their boats. Now, the staff here were telling them, hey, you got to go because you're not going to make your pull-out time, because they did a 6 mile, which comes down to here for the 3 mile and then keeps going. But apparently the river slows down further down, and they hung out for like another half hour at least. Here, she looked kind of passed out at one point on the kayak on ground, and eventually they shoved off, and they were about to send somebody out on the water because they were just floating, which means they were never going to get there in time, because by the time they left, they only had like an hour and a half to get the 3 miles, which if you paddled, I'm sure you could, but they weren't even paddling. Like, their paddles were nowhere near the water. And so anyways, they were about to send somebody out to go get them and just drag them back and just say, look, you're too drunk, you're not going to make your time, we're, you know, pulling you out. But then they had drifted far enough that they were like, well, nothing we can do now. So we'll see what happens. I'm interested to hear tomorrow morning if there's any update on if they had to like go upstream to go get them to get to the pullout. Anyways, it was interesting. There was a really horrendous rainstorm earlier that I of course didn't video at all. So I mean, I had no idea it was even coming. So, and it unleashed, which is why I was allowed to stay in this shelter, because they were worried that, you know, another kind of flash storm was going to kick in and, you know, keep me from kind of drowning in my tent. Anyways, I'm going to go to bed, and I will see you tomorrow.